thinking about this hurricane and just everything. Like, damn, damn. I'm sorry, y'all can't see me. I got the lights off right now. I just came on live to just live because I came back to set time sleeping. It's just a lot, yo. A lot. It happened so fast too. So like, and the amount of damages and just like how many days? What, 3 days? 3, 4 days? It's like crazy. Y'all still can't see me. Oh, my eye is feeling better, y'all. It's feeling a lot better. One person is here. Hi. Such a like huge like loss and also a very huge impact on the country, you know. That's just like a lot. That's a lot. I was talking to my husband about it earlier and I cried, y'all. I literally cried because just thinking about it, just thinking about like, dang, it's already a third world country. And since I've been visiting, this year, going back and forth, visiting my husband, even before we got married, visiting my husband and stuff, I realized just how much, like, the country, the island is developing and, things are changing for the better, et cetera, et cetera. And then for this to happen, I mean, I don't want to question God. It's just like Job. If y'all read the Bible or know the Bible, and you know the story of Job. Job was a rich man, and then he lost damn near everything. And of course, you don't want to question God when stuff like this happens. For those that are saying it's man-made, I don't know if it is. That is so beyond us, you know. The video that I was watching a video, and I think I shared it too on here, of a woman basically saying, like, people are saying that it's man-made, but she's saying that she doesn't know, but also she knows that the only thing man can't do is to blow breath into man. You get what I'm saying? It's just true. Because God gives knowledge. He gives a lot. But he also gives knowledge and power and et cetera, et cetera. You get what I'm saying? But I'm just hoping it's not. Just hoping it's not. But still, the fact that this hurricane happened and I really, really feel for those people. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. The same lady was saying that now she knows and feel how of people in Haiti feel, but I think their hurricanes and stuff was worse. But when stuff like this happens, and it's just so unbelievable. I don't think it even hit like certain people yet that this happened. Not even like certain Jamaicans. Like you see the ones that it didn't happen in their area. Like they weren't really affected by the hurricane. I don't think they realize like, oh my God, like half of the island is damaged. It's just something that's keeping me up. And I mean, we we're not how we were raised. Like Andrew said, we are a Christian. I mean, you have your Rastas and et cetera, but we're like Christian based. You get what I'm saying? And of course, we don't necessarily worship materialistic stuff. Mind you, I cannot speak for the whole population, like all Jamaicans. But I mean, we weren't necessarily raised that way. I mean, it's a third world fucking country. So all that nice stuff, yeah, we want nice stuff, but then again, we also know that it can leave. It can leave faster than how you got it. So I mean, but it's still so much. It's still like a lot to process. It's just, and then I can't imagine being down there and you actually gotta do the work. You gotta put in the work. You gotta do this. I'm telling you, it's a lot. And I really, really I feel for the fucking people, bro. I feel for them. I I I don't even know if I should say I both sympathize and empathize with them because it's really a lot to process. It's really a lot to process those that they it's just a lot to process. Honestly. And I guess the good thing is for me is that, my husband and his family, they're good. Which, we're very blessed about, and it's a good thing that I wasn't there at the time. But still, that can happen anywhere in the world, it can come up here, God forbid. But I remember working through well, it was supposed to be, I think Irma was supposed to be, yeah, I remember Irma in 2017, I think 2017 or so. Well, I think it was supposed to be like a hurricane, but it ended up being like a tropical storm in Fort Lauderdale, and then the Keys got hit really, really bad. Y'all remember that? That was definitely like a storm that I remembered. But these storms, though, like, I'm trying to, I guess I need to go back to the drawing board and, like, kind of understand how this thing all works, how this weather thing or how these storms are formed and stuff like that. Because it's, wow, this was out of no motherfucking where, excuse my language. out of nowhere. And then I'm pretty sure, yeah, we got warning before. But this is the thing, y'all. I did make a post and I was like, Melissa Ware with my husband in a bucket hat. I said Melissa Ware. And it's because he was getting like, in his area it was like light rains and stuff like that. And his ear, like I said, there was like a zinc that blew off of his roof and I had to send some money to replace that. But nothing too severe occurred in his area. Thank God. But some people, hi water bottle, how are you? Some people really like got hit. They took a massive hit in the country. When that happens anywhere in the world, that's huge. That's effing massive. But that's basically like you can say, I really don't want to say half the island, but it's like three parts of the island. And it might be big parts, so I'm not sure how, because I'm from Upper Hill, St. Andrew. So all I've really known is like Kingston, like up in the hills, and then Kingston. And then I remember going to Ocho Rios. I don't even remember if I've ever been to Montego Bay. I'm good, hey. And this and that. I've probably been to like the other side of Jamaica when I was like younger, because I know my grandma from my mom's side, she used to live a country. That's what we call it, country. So she used to live in that area. I think her her side of the family, like her siblings and stuff like that, are from Westmoreland. I'm not too sure. I think so. And then my grandma, got married. Well, I think she had one or two children before she got married, but she got married, moved to Dallas. And then, you know, yeah. So up in the hills, and up in the hills is not like, it's okay to like raise children and stuff like, but also like any stuff can happen too. Like it can be a dangerous area as well. But so far from what I know, it's all right. It's kind of hard to like drive, especially like if you're going to like, if y'all know Jamaica, like if you're going to like Booby and so, I hate those roads, but what can you really do? What can you really do? Like for real, if it's like up in the hills, And I'm pretty sure like Jamaica is full of mountains and land and hills and gully and but I'm pretty sure other islands are probably like, but yeah, it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. So I can't like imagine the amount of walking and the amount of stuff that these people got to do that's actually like on the ground and experience. It's a lot. Especially to just get like an aerial view and like you want to get a view of like like all the damages and stuff. You gotta go you up in the air and it's a lot. It's a lot. Seeing it through pictures and videos and stuff like that, people might not look at it like, oh my God, like that's severe. They might say, oh, well, I've seen worse hurricanes than that and worse damages and stuff. I'm telling you, it's a lot. Because if you think about how if you've ever been on the island, if you've ever been in the country of Jamaica, you will know like how hard it is to even go from, if you're trying to go to you're trying to go to a restaurant that's like 10, 15 minutes away. It's so hard. It is so hard. It's a lot of like, it's a lot. It's a lot of land, a lot of road. It's really and truly a lot. So as I'm saying, it's just gonna be so much work. And I had to cry earlier because it's it's a lot. It's really a lot, you know. It's a lot to process because I was just down there. It's just a lot. And then for the, the people that are like already so poor and they probably don't have any family overseas, and their little board houses or their little zinc houses are the only thing that they have, and to know that they probably they lost that. It's sad. It's so fucking sad. The good thing is that there's people out there that's helping in countries that's sending aid and stuff like that, but it's a lot. Take a lot to rebuild. It's really gonna take a lot, and a lot of team effort, and just think about the manual labor, y'all. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're not vain people. Well, from what I've known, and like I said, I can't speak for all of the population, all Jamaicans, but that's definitely not how we were raised. We weren't raised to be vain. But I'm just really hoping that um I don't know how long it's gonna. It's just so awful. It's just so awful. It's really awful. It's really awful when stuff like this happens. The fact that it was just so close, like damn, like what if I had been down there, I would even forget to come back up to come to work. Sorry, but it would just be crazy. But like I said, the good thing is that like um where my husband lives, they weren't like badly affected. A little one and two, a little, this and that. But I'm talking to my husband and he's like, babe, it's okay. It's a part of life. It's a part of life. And I'm just like, I'm just like, damn, things are going to change now. Like it already changed. Now it's going to change again. But I'm definitely loving the teamwork and stuff. And I know I sound like so negative in some things that I said, but I feel like it's true because I don't think like you see the people that we're trying to help at first, I don't think, and I'm not talking about the government, I don't think they realized just how like massive this thing is. Like God, I know the three areas that were like really, really affected where it was definitely Black River, St. Elizabeth. And I don't recall ever going to St. Elizabeth a day in my life. Westmoreland and where else? Oh, Montego Bay. And I wanted to go to Montego Bay with my husband. But I think the airport or whatever got, yeah, I still get emails and stuff from the embassy, which I signed up for. So the last email that I got, it was saying that Montego Bay is, I think they're doing like commercial, they're still doing like commercial flights and stuff. And then Kingston is good and up and running, but I'm pretty sure that Kingston is busy as a bee. Busy as a bee, child. You know, it's like you got to think about it like this. You know, like when you're here in America, right? And let's just say you come from somewhere else, or you might not come from somewhere else, but you live in America, and imagine climbing all the way up to the top. You're so successful. Oh my God. You know, I don't know how you did it, but you're so successful. Whether you're a successful business owner or you're a successful investor, or I don't know, something. But you're very, very successful. You make a lot of money. And then imagine just losing everything you got just like that. And just like Job in the Bible. Just like that, just losing it. And I'm not saying that Jamaica is rich or anything like that, but they were definitely building up, and it was just definitely getting a lot better from what I've known it as being raised there and then visiting before. I think before COVID, the last time I went down was probably like 2017 or 18. And then after COVID, I think I went down in 2020 or 2021. Right? So it's just like that. It's just like imagine being all the way at the top and then boom, you just fell off. And guess what? You can't get back up on your feet. And I'm not saying that Jamaica can't get back up on your feet. I have faith in my people for sure. And I know that they will. You get what I'm saying? Because it is, first and foremost, we're very powerful people and all that. But not only that, the government there, I believe in the government there and the leadership there. And I feel like they, the people in charge, they know what they're doing. It's not no play because not only do they have to think about the lives of others, they have to think about their lives in survival. So I have a lot of faith in the current government. I know my husband is a PNP, and I be saying to him, if I lived here, as in Jamaica, I'll be a JLP. And I'm not sure if that's like, a Democrat, because I'm a Democrat, but that's how I was raised. I was raised as a Democrat. I mean, people be like, oh, you don't have any children, this and that, but I was raised as a Democrat. And then I guess those, that value, those values kind of like, so I'm kind of assuming maybe JLP is like the Democratic Party of, Jamaica. I don't know. But it's when stuff like that, when stuff like this happens, like natural disasters and just like very tragic stuff, it's just so sad. It's just so sad. I can't imagine the amount of walking, and then you see like the debris, the sinks, the stuff, the things that need to be cleaned. Oh my God, that's gonna be a lot of work. A lot of work. It's just a lot of work. So imagine chilling in bed or chilling inside. You think, okay, this hurricane ain't gonna be that bad, and the next thing you know, you ain't got no house, no nothing, and then you have to now get out of your laziness. And not only do you have to clean up like you clean up your house or your room, you got to clean up a whole motherfucking community plus more. So, child, not only clean up, I'm sorry, because cleaning up is just one thing, but you got to clean up and you got to rebuild. So it's really a lot. It's really a lot. This, and you know what? It might what might be affected is tourism. I don't know. Maybe it will. I don't know. But I feel like there's definitely gonna be some changes because when stuff like this happens, it's man. And I don't know if, because I don't know about the money, how money is set up for the country overall. When I mean the money, I don't know what their money is looking like. So, I was thinking to myself, maybe they could put something in place where if, certain natural disasters is like some damages won't be like this bad. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. If y'all know what I mean, you know? Yeah, but Haiti definitely got it. Like, listen, their hurricanes and what they went through was, whew, child, and years of suffering. I mean, I know that we could definitely, I know we're going to, rebuild and stuff like that. It's just like, we've always known Jamaica to just be just Jamaica. Jamaica, the land we love, we all love, you know? And just that vacation spot and just that place that like kind of like Stella got her groove back, somewhere where you can go, you can have a good time, and you can get your groove back. And like it's just so, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, it's a lot, but it's gonna take team effort for sure. God, I don't know like how much equipments that they have down there that can, probably clear out the debris and stuff. And oh my God, I've seen roads that are, oh my God, like they're not even roads no more. There is just like one big long hole of dirt. Hi, Anchor Bay Net. How are you? So it's just a lot, But I definitely feel that whether it's man made or not, let me tell you something. God would never give us more than we can bear. And also, I don't think he's ever made a mistake yet. So, we're definitely a praying country. We are believers. And we're also very, very hard workers. And I'm not saying that's why this happened for us to work hard. But um I'm trying my very best not to like be too like down, because I mean I have my own stuff to do up here. But I know, the Jamaicans that are living somewhere else, they're living outside of Jamaica, I know that they are trying their very, very best. Like they are contributing, they're donating, they're praying. Oh, oh my God. Y'all ever got some news that make you feel like it's like your heart is like this one definitely took me by surprise. Like the amount of damages that occurred. took me by surprise. But like I said, like I'm such a firm, like a very, very firm believer. Like I believe in the government. And listen, people people gonna talk like just because maybe JLP is not their party or whatever the case may be, maybe they wanted the other party, they gonna probably feel some type of way, like. But at the end of the day, I've, either way you take it, I feel like I just have such strong, um I'm not even gonna say hope, but I know that, like I said, they're not just looking out for people and making sure people are good. They have to make sure that their selves are good. So in order for that to happen, for them to survive and other people to survive, they got to make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to do. You know? That's why they got the title and the position that they got. It's just like up here. It's just like up here. Like you can't just put anybody in office. You gotta. I mean, I don't know if there's any specific credentials or whatever to become a president. I don't know. But maybe you just have to be an American. I don't know. But I'm saying that there has to be a reason why they'll put you in that particular position, right? There must be a reason why this, like, for example, like this person is a pastor or ordained or whatever pastor, and this person is a politician, and this person is a doctor, and this person is, that's what they specialize in. That's what they do. That's what, it must have been something that put them in that spot. So I feel like we just have to, trust, kind of. And you got to think about it like this: they're all humans at the end of the day. But you got to trust your leaders. We're the ones that select them. You get what I'm saying? So trust your leaders. And just understand also that they're human beings as well. They're not God. They're not God. They're definitely not God. They bleed like we bleed. you know? But there must be a reason why they are a leader. You understand? I mean, if you think that you could do better, maybe you should go in, but there must be a reason why they're the leaders. But I'm telling you, this one, boy, this one threw me off like emotionally, and y'all, I'm not on birth control. I told my husband, I said, I'm going back on birth control. He said no. My husband still wants us to try for a child. But it's been so hard lately, trying to control my emotions. I feel like my emotions are like all over the place. They're all over the place. Being on birth really helped me so, especially this last birth control that I was on. Oh my God. Because I've tried so many different birth controls over the years. I think I was probably like 16 or so when I got on birth control. And oh my God, that birth control, every time I took it, I just felt so bad. Like I was blowing up too as well. And my weight was just so, that's what I mean blowing up. Like I was blowing up not only because I was angry, but I was blowing up as in like I was getting fatter. So that birth control was trash when I was 16. But then, I got on a different one, I think either during COVID or so. And the reason why I got on a different I wasn't gonna actually get back on birth control after after trying the first one at 16. But then like during COVID, I was breaking out so much, y'all. And oh, I think that's around the time that I think I had like a STD. I'm not sure. But that, and it was just I was breaking out so much. Boom, got pills for the STD, this and that and the third. But I was still like breaking out because of like the mask too during COVID. Because I was taking care of COVID patients and stuff, so I was breaking out a lot. And when I took that birth control and the other stuff that Nurix prescribed me, like it just cleared up. It cleared up for me, and it worked. And from there till about when did I get off my birth control? Like over probably like 9 months ago. No, it hasn't been 9 months. Has it been 9 months? Oh, I think it. Wait, I don't know how many months it's been. I don't think it has been 9 months. I'm not sure, but um, I'm talking to y'all about personal stuff, child. I'm about to get off here soon because I'm opening up too much. But what was I about to say? Ooh. Oh yeah, so boom now. Ever since then I've just been sticking to that birth control. Well, till like a couple months because I got off a couple months ago. But yeah, and that birth control was so good because it cleared my skin up. Oh my god, it was so nice to see my nice skin again. And then it controlled my weight, and I was like, oh my god, yes, like this birth control is everything. And then when my husband said no more birth control, at first I was just like, are you serious? And then, well, I attempted to get off of it like before I met my husband. I attempted to get off of it because I was trying to have a baby with like a different guy. I think I was talking about it like in one of my makeup tutorials, my live makeup tutorials. But then like that didn't work because with this birth, just like how I'm trying now, like this birth control, it takes some time to get out my system. And I think at the time I got off of it like it was too short of a time. And then now now what's going on now? Oh, now it's just like, okay, me trying to, you see, because I'm trying to get pregnant, I'm just not like laying around and then things just happen. I'm actually trying to get pregnant. I just be watching like my calendar, my chart and stuff. But things just be crazy because my schedule, and then like when I go down, to visit my husband, like sometimes it's not like always in sync. So, okay, I try to like go down like when it's in sync. Okay, so how can I explain this? So like I try to do it like when I'm ovulating, but then sometimes majority of the times I'm ovulating on the weekend, and I work on the weekends. So then like I would try to do it like close, like I'll just try to do it like around ovulation time, and then it's like it's not working out. So I'm like, you know what? Should I even child? It's just a lot. But I'm about to get off of here. I love y'all so much. And hopefully I can get some rest, and hopefully I can stop crying. But it's just so sad. It's just so sad. I know that, people go through a lot, and countries go through a lot, and what they lose and they gain, etc., etc. But I just never thought that it would it actually hit home, if you understand what I mean, because I was born there. So I just never really thought that, that it will hit like this particular time, so very close to Christmas. And Christmas is such a big deal in Jamaica. And then there's people that are literally homeless before Christmas. And it's just really like a lot. And then they have to rebuild. They gotta just, it's just a lot. It really is. But I know in the end it would definitely be worth it. But I definitely want, and I know that the leaders are probably more than likely going to look into it and decide whosoever is in charge of like you know, preparations or whatever for natural disasters. Maybe they'll invest in like better equipments and I don't effing know. I don't know because I don't really know like these things like that. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna be some changes and stuff. Also for the people that maybe helped out, donating and stuff like that, maybe they'll think about like, what more can I do, especially if they're from the island of Jamaica, the country of Jamaica. They're probably going to think like, what more can I do just in case if this should happen, to how can we plan for the future, or not just natural disasters alone, but just everything, just like how America plans for everything. But there's so many different people in America, and America is like 3-4 times bigger. Actually 5, 6, 7 times bigger, and it's filled with so many different people and so many different minds and make great minds, and but like I know there's definitely gonna be changes for sure. But anyways, I'm gonna try and get some rest. Peace out, y'all. Peace out. I love y'all. Take care. Bye bye.